Hey.
Hey guys, what's up? I gotta show you something. Check out this picture I found. Look at that. He's on his way to work. He works in an office. Anyway.
Toilet.
Anyway.
You know.
We'll be right back.
Joe Rogan, I urge you to check this goddamn thing out, man.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night. Cut your meat.
Nobody. Great. Okay, we gotta check in with the king of all media. Joe Rogan, what's he got there? Well, what's he got there? A la-doo-doo? What's he got there? A
Toilet.
What is that? A la... Okay. Ooh, why am I not in the YouTube algorithm anymore? I wonder.
I just think, you know, Peter Thiel is giving a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist.
Who?
Yeah, that seems odd. 4-part. Well, here's what's really wild
Let that guy
to me.
talk, Joe.
4 parts.
Right.
It's not just one. One lecture on the Antichrist would be insane.
You might say that it's...
The beginning of the rise of the Antichrist. When I look at this news, I start having an anxiety attack, and it makes me cry to even look at him.
Okay, this is a funny part in this Joe Rogan Tim Dillon thing because they're both like, man, these guys, man, what the hell is with these guys? These guys are a little weird. These guys are a little... Go ahead, man.
Weird.
That's funny because Joe Rogan has had all these guys on his show, and he's like, that's fascinating. He just talks to me, that's fascinating, man, wow. But this is where I get my news from the Joe Rogan program, so I was like, oh, I didn't hear about that. That guy, Peter Thiel, he's giving a... What the hell is a goddamn stupid thing? Oh, he's giving a lecture. I think I might check this out since San Francisco. Oh, it's sold out? What the hell?
What?
Oh, man, it's sold out?
She spit on him.
She spit on him on that one. Important, this ticket includes all 4 events. Oh, to check out this event here. You are warmly invited to a series. Is it a warm? It's on a website. That's not that warm. You are coldly and technologically invited to a series of 4 lectures by Pete Thiel, addressing the topic of the biblical Antichrist.
The beginning of the rise of the Antichrist, and it makes me cry.
Don't cry about it, man. Peter is a technological... What is he? He's a technology entrepreneur and investor. Spent much of his career writing and speaking about how his Christian faith informs his understanding of the world. Oh, I'll check that out, man. Religious thinkers upon whom Peter will draw include René Girard, Frank Bacon, Jonathan Swift, Carl Schmitt, John Henry Newman. Oh, John Henry Newman. That's the guy from Butch Cassidy and the stupid joke. Who's going to this? Who did this sell out to? Oh, I think I see why it sold out. Drinks and small bites. And then drinks and desserts. They're just there for the... They're just there for the food, man. This is me walking around this lecture. Hey, what the hell is that? Some kind of little amuse-bouche or something? This is pretty good. Oh, there's a tracking chip in that. Oh, god damn it. I ate 10 of those already. Wait, let's look at these goddamn Joe Rogan comments right here. What does this say? Tune in. What the hell does this son of a bitch right here say? What does this wretched pendejo jeez right here say? Oh, he do like, tune in next week for my episode with Peter Thiel where we don't mention any of this. Hey, shut up, man. That Joe doesn't do stuff like that, man.
Lay off Joe, man. Hey, lay off Joe. He's doing his best.
So yeah, in that, like, I think this appears to be the official invite to this thing they're talking about. But what does it say again? Religious thinkers upon whom Peter will draw include all of these guys, including Carl Schmitt. Oh, who?
What? Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a lot of these kind of tech guys, they want to be seen as like public intellectuals or something. Or they're just trying to convince people of... So, you know, they're calling this guy, they're like, that's kind of weird, man. That guy kind of seems like the Even Joe Rogan's like, that guy kind of seems like the Antichrist. That guy who came on my show. And I was just going like... Guy kind of looks like him. Seems like him. It's kind of weird he's doing a lecture on that. And then you look at that thing and he's like, he draws upon religious thinkers like blah, 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 and Carl Schmitt. And you see something like that and you're like, okay, this guy thinks he's some kind of public intellectual. Maybe he's doing something where he's like, oh, look, we got to examine all these thinkers, all these philosophers and all this crap. Or maybe like, oh, we got to like critique this or so, you know. But from what I've seen, what I know about Carl Schmitt, he was like one of the main like Nazi philosophers and legal architects, kind of. He's like, the president should have full power over everything, including the media kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, you can bring up any thinker, philosopher you want or whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean you agree with everything on this guy. But in this case, it does seem like the guy that they're talking about, Peter Thiel, who they're also like, he might also be the Antichrist. I've had him on my show, by the way. Like, he agrees with a lot of that stuff. So that's it's a bit of a red flag there. Anyway. Okay, but before we get into the more, what do we say, substantial parts of this, how many views on this? 250,000 in 5 hours.
Cut your meat.
Oh man, with those kind of numbers, you could...
Cut your meat.
What does that mean? Okay.
Didn't O.J. Simpson write a book called If I Did It?
Yeah,
No,
I have
he
a copy
didn't.
of it.
So this is Peter Thiel's version of that. His lecture on the Antichrist is If I Did It.
I think
by
my
O.J.
wife threw it out, honestly.
No.
Yes. She's known to do things like that.
I get it. As a woman, you would see it and go, he doesn't need
Well,
this.
she thinks it's for because
For
I
fun,
go,
yeah.
somebody gave it to me for fun. It's
Yeah.
signed.
Right.
It was a signed copy.
Amazing.
And sometimes she will throw things like that out if they gather dust for a little too long. I understand.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, this is not a very important part, but I did think this was one of the two funniest parts of this, an 8-hour podcast.
Joe Rogan's wife throwing stuff away.
He had a signed copy of If I Did It by O.J. Simpson.
By O.J. Simpson?
She's like, Joe, are you going to read? It's just a little insight into Joe's family life. Joe, are you actually going to read this? Yeah, I want to see how he would do it if he did do it, which he didn't. Come on, Joe. They get into a whole argument. You're really going to read it? I said yes.
Like real old school, like waspy.
Didn't you get invited to have lunch or something, or dinner with Peter?
Give him a break.
Yes, I said no.
Did you?
I said no. I'm a little wary of that circle of people, and I'm not saying there's anything inherently evil about them because obviously there's people in there. I don't know that I want to go to a dinner with someone who's going to talk endlessly about the Antichrist.
But yet you'll go to Saudi Arabia
Yeah, of course.
and perform.
Hey.
She spit on them.
Hey, give that guy a break, man.
The beginning of the rise of the Antichrist.
Both of she's kind of spitting on them in this one. Kind of going back and forth a little bit here. This is what comedians do. They kind of give each other this.
Boom, 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 boom.
This is just like the weirdest possible version of that. Okay.
Of course.
I've been to Peter's house twice.
yeah.
I went once
Right.
with dinner with Eric Weinstein. I forget who else.
Oh, I love
And
that
then
guy.
the second time he brought me in,
I'm sure he's a very nice guy. Like Peter Thiel. People
is a
that
nice
know
guy.
him
I've
go,
had
he's
him
a
on the
nice guy.
podcast.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I don't.
Except for the
again,
Carl Schmidt thing, man.
I get invited to a lot of dinners and a lot
Go
of
ahead.
things. And what I try to do is I try to say to myself, I need to be able to criticize people and
Right.
make fun of them.
Okay, yeah, man.
I've been seeing the stories about this all over YouTube. And Joe Rogan is giving a little bit of she spit on him, which do like this.
She spit on them.
If you weren't aware. If you weren't aware of that, it goes like this.
She spit on them.
For doing this comedy festival in Saudi Arabia. Okay, let's check out this Breaking Points. An individual Breaking Points video is called a Breaking Point. Cut that out. Cut out what I just said.
That's on YouTube.
Crystal, what are you taking a look at?
Well,
Leave her alone.
in just a few short weeks, a who's who of comedy will board international flights bound for Riyadh for Saudi Arabia's massive comedy festival. Billed as the largest comedy festival in the world, the star-studded lineup includes the likes of Dave Chappelle, Tim Dillon, Bill Burr, Aziz Ansari, Whitney Cummings, Pete
and
Arun Brown,
the headliner
Paul Bette Davidson,
featuring
Hassan Parker.
wow, what a lineup.
Pete Davidson, Kevin Hart, and a whole lot more where those came from. You got your right wingers, you got your left wingers, you got your relatively apolitical, all coming together in a shared appreciation for the shower of Saudi cash that lured them to this event in the first place. What about Saudi's imposed starvation of Yemen? What about their authoritarian speech suppression and vicious approach to dissent? What about the brutal murder and dismembering of Jamal Khashoggi? Their rampant abuse of migrant workers, including allegations of human trafficking? Well, as Tim Dillon makes plain, the payouts were enough to get everyone to look the other way.
They're paying me $375,000 for one show.
Right.
Now, a lot of other people are getting
Joe Rogan
1.6
spit on him
million.
about that.
That's not me. I'm not.
Tim, come on, man. I get it. You're the headliner, but am I allowed to speak? This is not the Comedy Store where I have to work the door. Whatever. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Shut up for a second, man. Joe Rogan spit on him about this. Okay, anyway.
Not in that bracket. but they're giving me $375. Others are getting $150. Why are they doing it? Here's the point. Here's the point. Okay? I am doing this because they're paying me a large sum of money. They're paying me enough money to look the other way. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Look the other way. That's a 4-word.
Yeah, do look like a lot of the fans are pissed off about this. What does this say? Tim sold out for a seafood tower. Why are we even surprised about this? That is one of the jokes. Okay. Bill Burr being in this sucks. I guess everyone has a price. Hey, give that guy a break, man. Bill Burr threw a fit when golfers played in a league funded by the Saudi. Okay. Hold on. Let me check this out. Here's another guy who's pissed off about this. Kyle. Let's check out what Kyle has to say. Oh, 70,000 views. Okay. Let me check this out.
But he makes millions of dollars a year already.
Right.
You're going to sell out for an extra $375 in fucking blood money from one of the worst regimes on the planet? Oh my God, this is so low.
Getting 1.6 million.
Hey.
That's not me. I'm not in that bracket.
She spit
Others
on
are
him
getting
too.
150.
She spit-
Why are they doing
Come on, man. She spit on him too, I said.
She spit on him.
You know, I don't know if you should go, Tim. Maybe it's time to
Cut your meat.
on this one. Yeah, man, you know, that's what most of us don't get about this. I don't get it, you know. You're already like a bajillionaire. Even Joe Rogan's like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Tim. But you look at the lineup, it's like a lot of my favorite comedians up in that piece too, you know. Pete Davidson. No. You know, my favorite comedians like Kevin Hart. But, you know, they have all this oil money over there. They were looking around. They were walking around, and then they saw some of this. And then they went like this. You know, so they could pay these comedians like $4 zillion trillion to do like a night of comedy, you know? But I forgot about this. This happened, what was this, a year ago? This clip came up for me just like a week ago. This is like a similar kind of thing happened with the Joe Rogan Experience. Check this out.
That's good together. I want to talk to you about an episode that I saw.
Give him a break, Joe.
But you having to go to Israel, was that on that or was that somewhere else?
It was that.
What was that like? Tell me what happened. Do you not want to talk about it?
Because I'm not saying anything that's like wrong. It's just something that happened.
How long ago was this?
14 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
12, 14, I don't know. And I go, why? I don't want to do a show there. And he goes, no. You know, I got a call and they're flying out a bunch of comedians and actors.
Okay.
And we went out there. And then when we got there, they were like, welcome. We're like, thanks. And they're like, but every day you have to tweet how great Israel is.
Okay.
Every day.
So, yeah, man, you know, this is nothing new with comedians. You know, like with the Bobby Lee thing, it's like, hey, we'll give you $4 trillion to come do one show. And then you're like, oh, okay. Are there strings attached to that? Well, yeah. Well, well, you do have to do one thing. You have to
cut your meat.
Let's look at Tim Dillon on his show. He talked about this on the show. What's his audience saying about this? Well, what the hell are they saying down here? Was nice listening to you, Tim. It was fun while it lasted. Oh, she spit on him.
She spit on him.
I can't believe you talk for 25 minutes about how you like money and will do anything for it. I've watched a lot of Tim Dillon, and this is kind of his brand, where he's like, I like money and big houses and cars and all this stuff, and I don't care. He's a pretty smart guy, but I'm way smarter, man. We here at this channel, we're way smarter, and there's a different way you could go with this. Let's see what Tim says.
Because I'm being paid enough money to look the other way. What don't you understand? What is so complicated? I'm the only honest person just going to do it. Everyone else is going to have $1 million. They're going to go, well, actually, the Middle East is more progressive now. And he's trying to make some change. No. I'm being paid a lot of money to not care about what they do in their country.
Calm down, man.
Because what's the other option? We're going to have to go into all of these countries and make them be Americans and make them live the way we live. That's not going to happen.
Okay.
That's not going to happen. We don't even know how to do that. All we do is try to do that, and it fails miserably like every time. So I believe in looking the other way.
Oh, man.
You know, because I'm way funnier and smarter than Tim Dillon. Everybody knows that, you know. You look at the YouTube numbers, just crushing him, man. I would probably go the exact opposite direction that he's going with this. This would be harder for the critics of Tim Dillon to deal with. I would be like, wait a second, are you saying that the US government is good? But this is Tim Dillon's brand where he's just, I'll take a lot of money from anybody who will give it to me. I would say that to Joe too. When Joe she's spitting on him, I would be like, well, Joe, you've had a lot of nefarious characters on here. Who are you judging, man?
She spit on them.
But I would still like if, like every big comedian is going to this thing. I feel like if I looked at like $500,000 or $1 million or whatever dollars in my bank account from this, I'll be like, that's weird. That's weird what I did. What else is his audience saying? The elites bought him. It was nice knowing you, Timmy boy. Oh, she spit on him.
She spit on them.
Don't sell your souls for money, people. Everybody should have a limit to what they accept. Oh man, he's getting absolutely she spit on him up in these comments.
Mark Andreessen came out, and I don't know if you have the quote, Jamie, but Mark Andreessen literally was talking about, and I don't have a problem with Mark Andreessen per se. I think this statement was silly. He said, oh yeah, generally after AI takes over, like one of the only jobs that's going to be okay, I swear to God, he said this, is venture capital. He goes, that'll be okay.
That is funny that guy said that. He's like, look, I think AI is going to replace everything except for my job. That's almost like little kid stuff. Like, seems pretty crazy. Except for me, I'll be fine. That is true. That's a weird guy that they're talking about. But Joe Rogan had that guy on his show like a couple months ago. And like everybody was making fun of that episode. I'd probably go look at the comments. They're like, what the hell? Not again, Joe, with this kind of crap. And Tim Dillon's like, look, I got no... Tim Dillon's kind of walking a little bit of a tightrope here. Look, I know you had that guy on your show. Got him at bazillion views. I got no problem with him generally. But he does seem like a crazy person. Look, I generally don't have a problem with that guy who came on your show and it was like, I want no consumer protection. Coincidentally, people like me were invested in all kind of crypto crap, scammy crypto crap that people get ripped off on all the time. And, that are probably maybe going to cause huge economic crashes in the future.
Generally got no problem with that guy.
Generally got no problem with him. Sounds like he's okay with everybody getting scammed and the economy crashing all the time. It's fine. Generally okay with that guy, but he did say a weird thing. Also, he's on your show. So, What are the comments saying? My favorite unhinged aunt and crazy uncle. It do be like that.
Well, what are the factions? So you have JD.
You have JD.
The vice president, who's the obvious.
The obvious.
And then
the question is Vance, who's smart.
Who?
Does Vance have it? There's doubts.
Never heard of him.
Real doubts.
Huh?
That if he has it or not. I like him as a guy. There's doubts. I'm not saying he doesn't have it.
What are the doubts?
Yeah, shut up, Joe. Let that guy talk.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the charisma. He's stiff as a board. He's a klutz. He dropped a trophy. He does not.
Oh, man. It's pretty funny stuff over at the JRE. Over at the
adult baby
studios. It's all over the place over at the...
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
Chinese studios. I was looking through the comments of this, and it's like half the comments are like, oh, that guy Peter Thiel, he's so weird. It really is. Like, just go look at the comments. They're like, that guy's a mutant. And then Joe Rogan and Tim Dillon are like, oh, the guy's doing something on the Antichrist. It's a little on the nose, They're doing that for like 30 minutes, and then they get to this part. Who's going to be the next president? I don't know, maybe J.D. Vance? I like him as a guy. Where did that guy come from? Who created that guy? I can't remember. Who created that?
Adult baby.
But that's the Joe Rogan program. It's all over the place. Who knows what the hell's going on? Then they talk about how Joe Rogan bit an elk or whatever the hell he does all day. Let's go back to the comments for a second. What does this goddamn wretched guy right here say? What is this?
Pendejo. She spit on him.
About Joe falls for AI video while being told it was AI beforehand. Okay, so then that happens in the JRE episode. Oh man, come on, Joe. Come on, Joe, stop looking at videos online, man. Well, there we go, guys.
There we go again, guys.
Before we go, let's look at that picture. Let's look at that JPEG that I found again. Look at he's got a shirt on, Wait a second, my producer's telling me something. What's that? Oh, that's AI? Oh, Why do it lie? I was just laughing at that.
Adult baby.
Turns out it's fake. I got fooled again. Anyway, guys, I forgot what I was talking about, but hope you have a great weekend. It's Friday. It's Friday, the day that we...
Praise God.
And we do so by going like this. Okay? Any questions about that? Talk to you next week. Talk to you next week unless you're a patron. Unless you're a patron member. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, it's me, a normal guy, not an AI. A normal guy, not an AI. Why does it lie? I'm here to ask you if you would like to subscribe on Patreon, please, because you're missing episodes every single week. Oh, God. You're missing all the best stuff, man, every single week. That's crazy. All the shows you're missing. The question and answer show, all this crap, for as little as $2 per month. All you got to do is click the stupid little link in the description. You go right there. And it go right there. And go immediately there. But I got to get the hell out of here. There's so much to do, man. Let me look at my schedule. Oh, it's empty. It's blank. So I was lying. But talk to you later. Bye.